Hi, I'm Howard Miller, Mayor of Saratoga, and welcome to the beautiful Quarry Park. Take a hike with me. As I hike these trails here in Quarry Park, I am reminded of all of those who worked for so many decades to make this trail from Saratoga to the Pacific Ocean a reality. One of the first people I was involved with that was working on this park and this trail was former council member, former mayor, Ann WALTONSMITH.
I'm Ann WALTONSMITH. I was on the city council and the mayor of Saratoga a long time ago. In 2000, that's 20 years ago, a friend of mine, a businessman in Saratoga Village, told me about a piece of property that was owned by the county, was just up Route 9, and it might be available for ownership. It was this quarry. I had thought it was privately owned and worried that it might be developed into high-end housing. But my friend told me that if I wanted to go see it, he knew where there was a hole in the wall or in the fence, and we could sneak in and walk the property. Since I was on the city council, I slightly worried that walking uninvited onto the property would get me into trouble, back into the local newspaper, and again the subject of the local political cartoonist. I had already been the subject of his cartoons, and it smarted. But what the heck? I and many Saratogans were looking for more trails and park opportunities for Saratoga. So Don and I crawled through the hole in the fence and we walked this magical paths and gravel roads for this quarry. I came back to City Hall very thrilled and excited at the potential. My fellow council folks thought it was a good idea too. And I thank them for their vision and for this park and its potential connection to the wider trail system. So for the next 20 years, many people and groups have worked tirelessly to save and develop this beautiful and precious piece of land and trail system. Thanks to the generations of Saratoga City Council members, Liz Niss, who was our county supervisor at the time, County Parks Department, the County Roads Department, Midpeninsula Open Space Board of Directors, and all of their staffs for seeing the value of this park and connecting system. I especially wish to thank John Scherbone and his city staff for doggedly handling all the details and coordination. And thanks to Howard Miller and the present City Council and Supervisor SIMITIAN for seeing it through to completion. It was a big job. It takes vision, patience, time, and coordination for many people and many organizations to get big, complex projects like this done. But we did it. Yahoo! The citizens of this valley have been well served by you all, and for them, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's a wonderful gift to the public.
Thank you, Ann, for those wonderful reflections on this park. This park could not have become a reality without all of your dedication, hard work, and commitment over the last 2.5 decades. Thank you. On with the hike. Years ago, we were at this very spot. We had just completed the acquisition of Quarry Park. It was a three-way partnership, the City of Saratoga, in cooperation with the Midpen Open Space District and the Santa Clara County Parks. The three of us combined put together $1 million, which allowed Saratoga to become the owners of this park. And I would like to introduce Pete SIEMENS from the Midpen Open Space District to talk about this trail and this park. Pete?
Hello everybody. Welcome to the grand opening of the Saratoga to the Sea Trail. This has been a long-term vision for the county, for the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District, and for the City of Saratoga. My name is Pete SIEMENS. I'm your elected representative from this area, and I've been privileged to be a representative for some time. I think this is one of the best projects showing the best of government, where three separate agencies will work together, the county, Midpen, and the City of Saratoga, along with San Jose Water, to make this happen. There were a number of key events to getting this project done, but I focused on four, and let me give you a brief summary of the four that really strike home with me. The first was when our last general manager was first with the district, and he negotiated an agreement with Saratoga, the county, and the district, and we each put up a third of the money to buy Quarry Park. The second major event, of course, was the City of Saratoga getting this park open and the first part of the trail constructed. That was a major event that was welcomed by everybody up here. The third event was when you, thank you voters, approved Measure AA, for which this was a major project on the district's list of projects for that bond measure. And the fourth, of course, was the City of Saratoga being able to obtain the easements from San Jose Water, and thanks to San Jose Water, we were able to, the city was able to secure all the necessary land that was needed to construct a trail. I'd like to thank our General Manager, Ana Ruiz, for helping with the funding agreements with the city, and also particularly with providing key staff of our experts to help the city with the trail construction and the design. We use all of our techniques that the district uses to get the best of all possible trails built. And last, I would really like to give a lot of credit to the City of Saratoga. They deserve most of the credit for this, because with Howard Miller, your current mayor, and city staff took this on as a major project to complete, and it would not have happened nearly as soon if they hadn't done that. So I really give the city a lot of credit. So anyway, come out, enjoy the trails, and get away from the virus problems.
Thank you, Pete, and thank you, the Midpen Open Space District. Once the city acquired Quarry Park, city staff set to work on renovating the existing trails. This section was built by our Public Works Department with a lot of sweat, a little bit of blood, and occasional poison oak. But as you can see, this trail has come out absolutely amazing. One of the longtime supporters of outdoor space is our very own Senator Bell. Senator Bell spent much of his childhood in these very Santa Cruz mountains, and he hiked this very space. Senator Bell has been a supporter while he was on the county, he was a supporter while he was in the Assembly, and a supporter while he was in the Senate. Senator, would you like to say a few words?
Hi, I'm Senator Jim Bell, and I'm really pleased to be here to honor the City of Saratoga and the Mid-Peninsula Open Space District for their work on completing this trail through the Quarry Park. I know it's been a long time goal of the City of Saratoga and the Open Space District, so let's celebrate the fact that they completed this. And thank you for the Santa Clara County Parks and Recreation Department, as well as the San Jose Water Company, for making this trail a reality. We are very pleased to have a trail on a regional level that will lead to connecting with the ocean, so we can have a Saratoga to the sea connection. And that's so important for the recreation and livability of our community here. So congratulations, and let's complete further links in the future, and I'll be working with you. Thanks a lot for everybody's work. Bye.
Thank you, Senator. Again, this park and this trail would not have been possible without decades and decades of your dedicated effort and your hard work. Thank you on behalf of the citizens of all Saratoga. We've now transitioned from city property onto property owned by the San Jose Water Company. As you may know, San Jose Water Company has been providing water to the greater San Jose area for over 150 years. Their property stood between Saratoga and Sanborn Park. We were very fortunate that San Jose Water agreed for the first and probably only time in their 150-year history to give a 3-mile easement to allow this open space trail to be completed. It's my honor and my pleasure to introduce the CEO of San Jose Water, Eric Thornburg.
My name is Eric Thornburg. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of San Jose Water Company. It's a real honor to be here today commemorating the completion and dedication of the Saratoga to the Sea Trail. It's also my honor and privilege to serve alongside of 370 other water supply professionals at San Jose Water who are dedicated to serving the people of Saratoga and Santa Clara County. You know, we're fond of saying that water touches almost everything that we care about. If you think about it, it provides for the health of our families, it protects lives and property through fire protection, and also what community can grow and have economic development without a reliable water system. But then there's the natural beauty of water. You know, whether you're immersed in it or looking out upon it, water really renews us, mind, body, and spirit. And that's why it's such a great privilege for us to be part of this important project, because it truly links people and water. It's our hope that years from now, families will walk on these trails and be inspired to protect the environment and this beautiful watershed. We'd also like to thank our partners at the City of Saratoga, Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors, the Santa Clara County Parks and Recreation Team, and our friends at the Midpen Regional Open Space District. Let's go hiking.
Thank you, Eric. There is no way this trail would have been possible without the full cooperation of the San Jose Water Company. I want to thank you and your staff and all of your dedicated employees for their contribution to this regional asset, the Saratoga to the Skyline Trail. The project that's gone on as long as building this trail has had numerous people who spent part of their career working on various aspects of this trail. And I want to thank those members of the Saratoga City staff. Some are new and young professionals, some who finished their careers while working on this trail. Each and every one, we owe you a debt of gratitude for the hard work that you put in to making this trail a reality. Thank you. This is the first of many bridges. Our trail was constructed under contract by an organization, Trail Builders, called the Mountain Bikers of Santa Cruz. And when they're not building trails for a living, they're actually out biking in the Santa Cruz Mountains. They have deep respect and appreciation for the beauty and the nature within our mountains, and we were glad to have selected them, the most able to deliver a beautiful and thoughtful trail right here in the hills of Saratoga. As we hike this trail, I often wonder, whose idea was this? Well, I don't know, but I do know that Santa Clara County has had a master plan for their parks and their open space since at least 1962. And I am hopeful that perhaps Don Roca will shed some light on the extensive work and planning that County Parks does to facilitate open space, trails, and parks throughout the county. Don?
Welcome to Sanborn County Park. My name is Don Rocha, Director of Santa Clara County Parks and Recreation Department. We're very proud to be part of the dedication for the Saratoga to the Skyline Trail. The connection from the City of Saratoga's Quarry Park through private lands and Sanborn County Park is an example of how, with collective will and perseverance, the many jurisdictions of your government can work for you. The efforts to assemble the lands that are now the about 3,500 acre Sanborn County Park began with the first acquisition of 62 acres off Sanborn Road in 1962. But the vision for the recreational potential for the area began much earlier. In the 1920s, Judge James Welch, an early advocate of recreational access to the Skyline area, and after whom a section of this trail at Sanborn County Park has been named, wrote, "The Skyline Boulevard of California is destined to be world famed and will attract the noted travelers of the world to see and enjoy its many pleasurable and unique features." Think of Saratogans having a road passing their doors, leading to and through the beautiful mountains, to the wonderful Skyline Boulevard, and to the State Redwood Park. Through trees, flowers, running brooks, and thrilling canyons, the equal of which does not exist in the state. Replace road with trail and State Redwood Park with Big Basin State Park, and the vision of Judge Welch has been further realized, perhaps beyond even his lofty expectation. Much like the many jurisdictions who work together to make the trail possible, multiple divisions of the County Parks Department played a role in the opening we are here to celebrate. This includes the hard work of the Planning Division, who over 3 years developed the Sanborn Trails Master Plan in 2008. The Trail and Project crew, who built the necessary trails and bridges. The Capital Projects Division, who completed and executed the plans for the trail crossing of Sanborn Road. The mapping staff, who developed the new guide maps. And the Maintenance and Operations Division, who installed the signs and will be managing this trail. The Saratoga to the Skyline Trail is one more link in the necklace connecting recreational jewels like Quarry Park and Sanborn County Park to a wealth of public lands along Skyline and beyond. The dedication of this trail is one more step in furthering the vision of the leaders of the past and made possible today and for generations to come. We welcome you to come out and enjoy this magnificent trail and the public lands this trail connects. Thank you.
Thanks to the foresight and long-term planning of county parks, plus their effort on this very trail, we today are now able to start in Saratoga, put our favorite backpacks on, and with a few stops along the way, find our way to the Pacific Ocean. Throughout this amazing hike, there are beautiful vistas, views of the wonderful creeks up here, and interpretive signs so you get a little hint of what's going on. So I encourage you to take your time and enjoy nature and all it has to offer. Here we are at the second and one of the largest bridges in the Trails network. These bridges were built by bringing in the individual steel pieces and bolting and fabricating them on site, and then the wood was put on top of it. Amazing engineering throughout. This is an amazing trail. This trail was possible due to our county working with their priorities to build their part of this trail segment from the top of the hill down into Sanborn Park. A key proponent for this trail and a longtime advocate for its completion is Joe SIMITIAN. Joe SIMITIAN represents Saratoga and the west side on the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors. Joe?
Hi, I'm County Supervisor Joe SIMITIAN, and I'm so pleased to be here today for this day of recognition, day of celebration, but mostly a day of thanks, really, for all of the people who have put so much time and effort and energy and good thinking into making this day possible. You know, this is a vision that isn't just a question of months or years. It's literally been decades in the making to finally be able to say, yes, we can go from Saratoga to the sea, not just from Skyline to the sea, but Saratoga to the sea. That's the vision that so many had and that we're happy to celebrate today. I have to say, Thank you to the city. I have to say thank you to the county staff who worked so hard to make sure that our part got done in a timely and wonderful way. Thanks to the folks at Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District who understood why this was a worthy project and worthy of their support. Thanks to the private sector property owners who understood that access for the public across those private lands was in everybody's interest and immensely doable. And a personal thank you, if I may, to Howard Miller, the mayor of Saratoga, who called a few years back and said, hey, could we get this thing done? Please. And we pulled everybody around the table, and wonderful sense of can-do spirit by everybody who was involved in the project. So thank you again. Thank you, Mayor Howard, and thanks to all who made it possible. Really, for generations to come, folks are going to enjoy these trails. They're going to be families, they're friends. There are people who will probably propose to one another and end up living happily ever after together, all because there was a vision, but more than that, there was a commitment to make it real. So let's celebrate Saratoga to the sea and all the good things that'll come of it in the years ahead. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Joe, for those kind words. We couldn't have completed this trail without you. In my 12 years on the Saratoga City Council, I've learned many things. First, and you saw it today, I'm not as young as I used to be. This trail was a vision in somebody's eye in 1962. Over my lifetime, many people have contributed to the completion of this trail. So I owe a debt of gratitude to all of those who came before me. Government is a relay race, and in 2008, I took the baton on this trail. My first term as mayor, we had acquired the park. My second term as mayor, we had completed the park and opened it to the public. And as I complete my third term as mayor, we now have completed the trail to the sea. Officially, it will be known as the Saratoga to the Skyline Trail, but anyone who joins in Saratoga knows that if you're willing to walk the entire distance, 38 miles, you can make a hike to the Pacific Ocean. And with that, I'm going to continue with my hike, and I hope to see you on the trail.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah. Daddy, stop.
Come on, let's go.